Hello friends, Stephen Talbot here, and today is Wednesday, November the 29th, 2017. She's back! Oh my god, I feel so much better today. I finally took my car and dropped it off at the damn transmission place. I guess I was just dreading it so bad. Well, first of all, I got in my car and actually drove it to the transmission place, and there was nothing wrong with it. So I'm hopeful that it's not going to be the entire transmission that needs replaced. That would be very, very cool. It did mess up on me that one time, but perhaps that was a fluke or something. I don't know. But he said he's going to get back to me in a few days. So I drove my car up there, and just being able to drive in my car, I'm so attached to my car. Like, that is my baby. I've had it for since 2004, brand new. That is my baby, honey. That is my baby. Never knew I could be attached to a car, but I certainly am. So just, felt like a burden lifted me and lifted off my shoulders. It's almost like taking your baby to the doctor because you know your baby's going to get the care that it needs, you know? I was actually depressed because of my damn car. How crazy is that? I don't know. Never would have thunk it. Never would have thought it. But it's like I feel like a new man. I feel like I birthed a new man today. Plus, who can hate this weather? It's like 65, 67 maybe. It's like summer again. It's absolutely gorgeous out here, you guys. Look. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. My foot still hurts, but, I'm just walking slow. I'm not jogging. I'm just kind of sort of start over from months and months ago. Because I had been sedentary for so long that when I first started walking, I guess for the first 3 or 4 days, I walked. I think from the get-go, my goal was 3 miles. So I'm pretty sure I did 3 miles even from the start. But we're talking about going from not being active at all, like not even walking to the damn car every day. Like, I was in the house all the time. I never went anywhere. I never did anything. So to go from that to doing 3 miles a day is a big change on your body, man. And after probably the first 3 days I was doing it, I remember waking up and thinking, oh my God, something's wrong with my feet. Something's wrong with my feet. I cannot walk on my feet at all. Both of my feet were absolutely killing me. And what's so funny about it is because I just take advantage of my body's ability to walk. It's just like a human nature that it never crossed my mind that the pain that I was feeling at that point was the new pressure I was putting on my, the weight and the change in my body. It never dawned on me that I had to ease into it. But I remember somebody saying to me, they're like, Steven, dude, you went from not walking ever to walking 3 miles every day for the past week. Of course your feet are hurting. You're gonna have to take it easy, man. Take it easy. And they were right. So, despite the pain and because I remember back then I mustered through it, I took breaks, but I didn't give up altogether. And for the past week, I've just been like, fuck it. People have been like, you need to stay off that foot. You gotta stay off that foot. You gotta stay off that foot. But then I look up plantar fasciitis, and I see people saying things like, this could be something that you have for the rest of your life, and this could be something that flares up every once in a while. Well, I'm not going to let that shit hold me down. So, as slow as a tortoise as I might be, who gives a fuck, because I am free. Just kidding. Anyways, I just feel like a different person today. Isn't that weird? All because of that car. Damn, I need a therapist. I mean, would a therapist really... I guess my aunt is a damn therapist. She's the one that brought this to my attention. And it hadn't even dawned on me at all. I knew something was wrong with me. I knew I felt depressed. I knew the fact that my foot was hurting so damn bad, the fact that I didn't have a car, the fact that I had sort of lost my mobility and my freedom, So, so I'm glad she pointed that out. And so, I think that's what it was, because I dropped my car off to get it the care that it needed, and now I feel like a newborn baby. So relieved. What else do I got going on? Also, for those of you who do not know, I am involved in a lawsuit that sort of ended my business back in May of this year. And there was an offer made, a settlement that I turned down because it wasn't fair, and I knew I could get more if it went to court. At the time, my legal team, the legal avenue I was taking, or the legal remedy that I was taking, was through a company called Legal Shield, which is, I highly recommend it. Some people think it's like a BS scam, but I got so much use out of it. Basically, it's a program. It's sort of like legal insurance. You pay a monthly fee. I think for my business it was like $79 or something. But I think for people, like for individuals and even families, I think it's like less than $20 a month. And what that legal fee gets you is in times, and when the time comes for you to need legal representation, or not even just legal representation, but also if you need legal letters written, if you need collection letters written, if you need, your credit report cleaned up and a letter written on behalf of you to get you to some credit card company, or if you go to jail, if you get a traffic ticket, if you get into an accident, whatever, they're there for you. And the legal membership actually includes so many letters and so many hours of talk time and so many of this and so many of that. So I had the business plan, and I remember mine was even upgraded to the max, where I could have like the most documents, the most this, the most hours of time and all that. Well, my Legal Shield membership for the year basically ran out of time. I ran out of time for, you know what I'm saying? Like once you get to a certain point, after there's so many letters written, after there's so much back and forth, after there's so much research done, after the legal team spends so much time working on this specific case, then they essentially will do one of two things. If it's in that law firm's area of expertise, then they will take the case for a reduced, hourly rate. But if it's not, which was my case, they deal with a lot of personal stuff, then they refer you to another lawyer. So I'm at that juncture right now. I've also been dreading that, but I'm going to work on it today. I'd forgotten how much work I did on it already. All of the files and all of the images and all of the proof and all of the videos and all of the documentation and letters and all of that stuff. I spent countless hours organizing and highlighting and proving and putting everything into a file structure and into Excel spreadsheets. And I put hundreds of hours into that. So really everything is done. The part that I hate about it is having to basically kind of pitching the case to a new attorney, and probably to multiple attorneys. Because I don't know if you've ever tried to get an attorney before, not for criminal stuff, but at least for like business stuff. My experience has been, well, if I actually went to visit some of these law firms in person, I might get a different result. But so far, what I've done in the past is I have used like those online like database, lawyer databases, where basically you put in all your case information, and then it will send an email to a bunch of different lawyers in your area, and then they'll all take a look at it and get back to you. My experience with that, under multiple different legal issues, has never been met with an acceptance or even a response, for that matter, of my inquiry. So yeah, I guess that doesn't really work well in Nashville. Maybe for bigger cities it does, or something. I don't know what the reason is, but or maybe the type of lawyer that I need doesn't really subscribe to those types of services to get leads that way or something. Anyway, onward and upward, friends. So I'm just excited to be. In the back of my mind, I'm actually thinking, is it the weather? Is it the freaking weather? But that's not it, right? Because it was a gorgeous day outside the last several days, and I still felt depressed. So it's definitely the car. Not looking back. Feels great to have the cloud lifted over me, or the cloud lifted away. Whatever the phrase is. It feels great. So with that said, thank you guys so much for checking me out. I appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a second to subscribe below. And if you like this video in particular, give me a thumbs up. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, or if you think I'm cute. Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, enjoy yourself.